What's up, everybody? Your favorite Rasta out here on this beautiful Saturday, and my guest for today is Alyssa Derrick.
Hi, what's up, everybody?
Now, Alyssa has been living in the UK. Is it the UK or Australia?
Australia.
Okay,
I was like the UK.
Okay, thank you for the correction. In Australia, doing her vlogging about the world and Global Gal. So tell the people about Global Gal.
Global Gal. Okay, this is where we're starting. Okay, Global Gal is about a Caribbean girl who travels the world, and that Caribbean girl is me. I fell in love with travel from a very early age, and when I graduated from university, I did not want a job. I did not want to come back home because I was fortunate enough to study overseas. I didn't have money, but I realized I had time, so I decided to travel, and it took me to places like Dubai, South Africa, Barbados, and then I said, yo man, this is a good vibe. So I decided to come back home, work for 2 years, and I saved money to move to New Zealand. I did that for a year, and then I wasn't ready to come home, and I moved to Australia, and now I'm trying to continue that as long as I can. That's Global Gal.
Run up, do your thing. So, upon watching your vlog, one of your videos, I realized there was a certain element or essence that you brought to the people, and you made sure you ventured out to see if it was captured properly, and that was the issue of Fetes and Soca music. So we go dive into that now. How was it when you went over there and you saw the whole experience? It wasn't what we are accustomed to, because I saw they had the little glow party in the little abandoned building where your shoes and clothes and then good the next day after dash with all of that. the boat cruise that you mean go fun.
Been watching.
You follow and subscribe now. Now play with me again. Play with me. I'm like late after certain episodes, but I follow you.
Okay.
There was a boat cruise that you went on, and they played soca music, but then they played the new music, and there was a whole ton of going back big people soca that they did not play, and you were quite displeased at that. So now that you're here, let's talk about it on a one-on-one, because I felt you with those sentiments when you were giving your feedback. We need to get on the costume.
You watched the review?
Yeah, to play with me.
Okay, so in general, let me tell you something. In my travels, I never expected to find Caribbean people. And it started out actually here in the Caribbean. I went to St. Kitts, and I was on a boat cruise, and I put up on 4 women. And one was Dominican, one was Vincentian, one was from Guadeloupe, and one was, I think, Dominican as well. But they all lived in New Zealand. And I was dumbfounded. I was like, what do you mean Caribbean people in New Zealand? They were like, yes, of course, there's a whole community over there. So that blew my mind. So then going there, I mean, within my first 5 days, I was in a Charlie Black's concert. I was at somebody like a 5-year-old birthday party, but they had the Jamaican music playing, domino, pong, all sorts of stuff. So I mean, I didn't ever go there expecting for the Fetes or the event. I didn't even go there expecting Fetes and vibes and that kind of stuff, Caribbean vibes. So I think that's first off. So whatever I got, I took. And so then from there, I mean, for instance, that Charlie Black concert, I felt like I was home, but everybody in the crowd was a Pacific Islander. So I was like, this is very different. And then for, let's say, the specific event that you're talking about, so that was in Australia. And again, the setup is different, but it's still the same. So it just depends on the DJ. And I think the music is really what brings it about. I've realized you can never recreate what we have here in the Caribbean just because this sun is Caribbean sun, this breeze is Caribbean breeze, this alcohol is like the vibes. It's just something you can't imitate, and everybody can do their best with what they have. So on the one hand, yes, I mean, I love the experience and thing, but I'm actually like, what was the question in general that you were asking? Like what I don't know. It was as good as you could get, I think, being over there. I love the fact that there was a juve, but the juve wasn't outside on the road. It was in a warehouse type of thing. But that's because who's shutting on? The concept of shutting down a road so that people can jam like that, like that's something that the organizers that I know, that I do know pretty well, you know, they're trying to like now get that ingrained in the system. And basic things like a friend of mine who's Jamaican, who was throwing parties in New Zealand, he's just like, you know, people don't really know how to dance to the music, the warm-up music, that kind of stuff. And same thing in Australia, the people don't really know how to wind to soca. So what do? They do soca aerobics classes where they teaching you how to break down to wine and really develop the culture. So on the one hand, I mean, yes, it's not the same, but on the other hand, I think whatever they're doing, they're working with. They're working with the resources that they have. Yeah.
Okay, I get you. So let's come home on home soil now. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of things. We're in the pandemic and all of that, right? Not event flyer, the people. I long for saying event flyer. I long for do road. I long for go on back ride. I long for go on beach crowd. For now, what fete you miss? What fete you miss?
The most?
Yeah.
Two. Blue jeans. Always my favorite event. White Fetes the week before. White Fetes, you know, you have to wait about where your outfit could be, this, that, how my look, what I'm gonna go, da. Blue jeans, casual. It's just like, okay, you live and let loose, do your thing, dance up on the stage. So blue jeans, I will say, and breakfast fete. And I actually happen to be wearing.
Oddly enough, people should wear breakfast fete shirt.
I absolutely love breakfast fete though, because it is like a 12-hour party.
Yeah.
And I love the essence of breakfast fete, which is the old time, vintage soca, like the core of soca, the birthplace of soca, like that's what it is. No matter what happened, I mean, the Calypsonians are on the stage, and that is where it gets to me. It's just like no matter what. And then it's very Antiguan.
Yeah.
Very, very Antiguan.
So, let me ask you this $1 million question now. Well, one of the $1 million questions.
Yes.
Your favorite DJs locally?
Ooh, that's hard because I know DJs personally, and I like to support my friends. So my favorite DJ would be DJ Quest. DJ Quest, like full stop. In no particular order. Let me say this: DJ Quest, DJ Quicks. I respect Quicks for everything that he has done and continues to do in the music and the DJ realm in Antigua and Barbuda. I respect DJ Quest for going on the journey that he has gone on and continues to go on. True. And in his own way representing Antigua in that industry, coming from this small island. And then Quest, Quicks, Elements, I respect as well, because I see, from what I see, which is from what I hear on the radio, ever since he got on the airwaves, he wasn't afraid to take the risks as a DJ of showing his creativity when it came to things. So those would be my favorite if I had to choose. And no disrespect to any of the others, there are also other great DJs out there. These are the ones that I know and that I respect as well.
Okay, let me give you my lineup of DJs. I'm not gonna say top 5, I'm gonna call out my DJs.
Let me hear.
One, Nez, DJ Nez. Like you cannot mention local DJs and Nez is not in it.
You're right.
So Nez update.
Nez, add to my list.
Quicks bring a different vibe. Like when it comes to like house vibe, and he's a versatile DJ that can transition all over the place. But when he does like house music, is a different feel. I'm gonna say Elements as well. Well, Shelliments, you know, when he's ready for shell on the place on Friday, the last hour, he does not disappoint. I can tell you that much. Strangler, trust me, Strangler and Tenny are a wicked combination. I can tell you that much. Strangler and Tenny are a wicked combination. I remember the first time I saw Strangler play was at I think it was a Little Tokyo, and he went in for the DJ competition. And I said, Tenny, you're not playing today? He's like, Tal, my boy playing. I was like, what? And when Strangler dropped the first record, right, the whole crowd went crazy. You check? And I've seen Strangler grow as a DJ like that. Tenny and all too. I've seen him shell on the place, bun down the place on both cruises like that, and even on the radio as well too. Spaniard and Rhythm Master.
I was just thinking about Rhythm Master. I was like, I have to mention Rhythm Master.
Them two mans, right, is no joke thing.
Yes.
When I tell you it's no joke thing,
Yes.
I saw a status on, I think it was Spaniard's IG. If it wasn't, I think it was year before last year, they went to UE in Barbados for a party. And the man mash up the party.
Yeah,
The other DJ come on now. And the other DJ playing good now. But the crowd be like, we want Spaniard, we want Rhythm. And I was like, what them Antigua man really good on there.
The creativity there as well. I will say this though, disclaimer, I haven't lived in Antigua full time for the last 3 years. So there are new DJs that I'm not really familiar with. So good thing you're giving me so I can add it to my list.
Yeah, trust me, the man shell on the place. And another DJ that's in a lane by himself for 2020 alone. And I'm saying this because I respect this DJ.
Yeah.
And I love what he did for the people, and he generally loves music at that Israel Stingers. For cannabis sounds. Like when it was the starting of quarantine, this man made a quarantine mix, placed it out on SoundCloud, and he just came on his live, his Facebook live, and burned down the place, whether it's a Friday night, a Saturday night, you know, the rest man and them part of the song come and burn down the live as well too. And you'll be like, tall man. And the next thing I must say that too, the DJs and them, and no offense to y'all, it's no offense, it's just what the streets be saying. I have to talk on behalf of the streets, right? Y'all play better when they're here than when they road their fit or something.
They're not scared.
Exactly.
They're not scared.
The transitions are way different, way better, clean.
More willing to take the risks. They're just like, yo, because I mean, fear, nerves, all of that is involved in when you're going up on the stage.
Yeah. So I would say, like, since the whole of this quarantine starting period, cannabis, you're in a lane by yourself. Big up yourself one more time. Now trust me, you need to go and listen. The man mix on SoundCloud, that sound it, don't play. And big up yourself on killing Stonewall last year, Panda Clash Day. Must put that up there. But anyway, still, we get
no disrespect to the other DJs at all. This is our favorite.
True.
Subjective.
So we're getting back to it now. So when we talk about soca music, we talk about the DJs and them. We can't forget about the road. We can't forget about the t-shirt mask. We can't forget about the Monday and Tuesday. What else may miss? We can't forget about the Juvie, the early morning Juvie.
Yes.
When you wake up early and caution and come down Market Street. When Chatterbox come down.
I have a question for you. What band you used to play with before Caution and Chatterbox?
Well, you see, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't do the Juvie thing, honestly. I don't do the Juvie thing.
Are true?
I don't do the Juvie thing.
You're home in your bed?
No, yes. You check, I love sleeping in my bed and all like that. I come in the tongue and see the action, you understand? But, I tell you this much. I'm more the Fet, man. You catch me inside the Fet, you catch me there every beach crawl. I love go to bar crawl and them, because the bar crawl sometimes tie up. You catch me the beach crawl and them. You catch me the pre-Fet and them, you understand?
Yeah, okay.
That was more so my thing. But I'll tell you this much. T-shirt mask, it's a different vibe. When I tell you a different vibe, the energy on the road is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. And the amount of creativity you see displayed from the persons who end up and get their different wardrobes made and so forth. You have to big up the stylists and them one time too, and the tailors and them who chop up all them clothes and put on jersey, some kind of swimwear and all, and some for people go on the road and dance up, you know.
Do you remember when there was no t-shirt mask, or when t-shirt mask just started? Like, it wasn't, I remember Scotiabank having like their staff, you know, giving them t-shirts and going on the road, but it was never a thing. And then one or two other companies started to do that, and then I can't remember who, but maybe a mask band started to do that, and then another. And we're so much so that t-shirt mask now has its own day. Yeah. You know, whereas before it was just a part of the opening parade.
True.
So I remember that. I was probably like 13, 14. I was in my mother's company shirt. And this is before I was drinking and so, but you know, jamming down the road. But think any party not me day. So I just be at the bar crawls, the Fetes, the Juvie, the Monday mask, the Tuesday mask, the t-shirt mask, the Soca Monarch, the Soca the what else he does go to the Liat melting pot.
Oh, melting pot when people go the Wednesday night and they have work the next morning they go.
That's
hey, look.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen some co-workers go melting pot and come work the next morning. Yay, bloodshot
Yes,
red.
man, I do go home, bed, gone again.
Drink coffee and come back work. Let me tell you, but it was a good time. And let's not even let's jump off into talking about the artists. The local soca artists who invest the time in their craft and their energy and even the dances as well to make what it is that we see in effect, what it's supposed to be.
It's grown so much. I think over, I mean, from my lifetime, I've seen it grow. It's me going to these events when I was, 14, 15, and I was like backstage sometimes, going up on the stage. I don't really know what's happening, but I'm going because it's action and that kind of stuff, and just from what it is now. Because at one point in so nobody had backup dancers.
True.
Nobody had backup dancers. Nobody had the name of the icon, the eye candy, and the branding of it all. So it is grown so much, and I love the fact that our soca artists have grown in that way as well. I mean, yes, if you go back to the history where it's like Calypsonians,
yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. So somebody maybe you can answer this. Like, were the Calypsonians full-time Calypsonians, or was it their passion project and they still went to the 8 to 5?
You see, I can't talk specifically for them, but I know some of them have actual day jobs, some of them have trades and so forth. So it was, I'm not going to say something they did in their pastime, but I do know for a fact that Calypsonians would help out other Calypsonians singing backup and so forth for them and all that kind of stuff. So it was a hand wash hand thing back then, and it wasn't anything, I'm not going to say it wasn't competitive, it was back in the day.
Of course.
But yet still they all had that unity and that love back then. Coming into this day and age now,
I mean, yes and no, but still, I think too the industry was what it was when it was, and at present the industry is now in a way where this can be people's full-time jobs. Like, they are professional performer and different stuff like that. So I mean, you can see how that has grown. So for the local artists, I mean, of course, Claudette is my girl. Claudette will always have my heart. Her passion. Yeah. You can tell she loves what she does, and I value that in every single performance. I remember going to, it was a Blue Jeans or it was something, and it was small. The turnout wasn't as big as you expected. But Claudette came on the stage and she sang her heart out just as though it was 50,000 people out there. Yeah. And I love and respect her for that, and I love Claudette.
Okay, let me ask you this. When did you fell in love with soca, and what was that song?
So hilarious, because I was thinking about this just before I came. I was one of those people who I feel like didn't have a choice but to love soca, because both of my parents love soca and calypso. My father especially is a die-hard Burning Flames fan, and what he says is that both times, I have an older sister, when he was driving my pregnant mother to the hospital to deliver us, he was playing Burning Flames. When we came out of the hospital, he was playing Burning Flames. So for somebody like me, I don't really have a choice. It's either you love it absolutely or you hate it, and I absolutely love it. So I mean, I do love soca. And then growing up too, I mean, I can remember I had a cousin who was involved in Extreme. Like they worked in Extreme. So I'm like 4 or 5 years old, and I'm on a drinks truck because my dad is the one doing the drinks truck, and like somebody's like, hey, pass me water there, pass me, and I'm like going into the pool. I don't really know, like I just have these little memories. And then my mother in a carnival costume and stuff like that. So I've always been ingrained in it. And then too, like my mother would go to Trinidad Carnival, come back home with a CD of all the mixes and different songs. And I can remember driving, we going to choir practice now, we blasting, look the band coming, put up your hands up, look the band coming. I don't jump out the car and they're playing about soca. So I mean, I can't exactly say what song. I can, or maybe let me say this, my earliest fondest memory is, not even, I was gonna say Dead or Alive,
Marshall?
No, Sharon Rochester.
Oh, yeah,
Dead or alive,
true.
And it was in 2005 because it said 2005. I remember blasting that song on my way to choir practice. But then at the same time too, I can remember Burning Flames when I'm like 5 or 6, and Burning Flames would shout out different people. Bobadilla, Baba Twits, and this is my uncle, and this is this friend, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know, my uncle is in this song. I don't even know what this song is. So that would probably be my fondest memory. I would say the first song where I, as a human being, when I'm like, I don't know, 9 or 10, was like, I love this because I love this vibe. It would be probably Dead or Alive, because of that memory of me, my sister, my mother, and a friend of mine driving to choir practice and having that. And it was just like, yeah, I love Soca.
I'm gonna tell you what it was for me.
Yes, I'm curious about this.
I grew up in town, in Gambles, actually, Low Gambles. So you know, when you live in Gambles, you close to Lions. So no.
Yes.
So you can stay from home and hear Lions kick from the night before, and Lions is finishing 7 o'clock on the dot. And I wonder how Burning Flames and Onion do it. I don't know how, but they managed to come off to say 7 o'clock. And when you hear we gotta go now, you hear that from 5 o'clock, and then
I was about to say they said about
yeah, you hear that about 5, 6 o'clock, and at 7 sharp, it done. And I would tell you, it was a combination between Burning Flames, especially when you hear swinging in.
I was gonna say which Burning Flames, because you can't just say Burning Flames.
The original Burning Flames.
But this, you said specific song, or are you gonna say band?
I'm gonna say the band. Let me say the band.
Okay.
Let me say the band.
That's
Burning
a different
Flames
question.
like that.
That's a different question.
But let me like go over to this. Like growing up, you know, I got into like hip hop and R&B and dancehall. But where it really happened, where I found my love for soca, was with Tian Winter and the Iconic Band. Because I remember UPP had something down, I think it was Fries. I don't remember what weekend it was, but Tian was there. And this is, I don't know how many people remember this intro, but that's when Body Up released, and when the band played that live, there was this wicked intro, and when Tian came out on stage, he was like, "Girl, wind up in front," and they held out that note. I was like,
Okay.
The band and him held out, and I was like, whoa, and I was like, I am sold. And he just rocked the crowd, and I stood up there like in amazement. And after that, I became a big Tian fan till I remember when he used to be over at Jumbi Pub, and he used to rock Jumbi Pub. You know, we know Jumbi Pub as when it was last call bar and all them kind of thing there. But when he was over
Jumbi,
there,
and
people used to call over for lockdown over there because he make all the night and people want to go sleep and all that. And he used to sing his heart. I stayed on my gallery and hear Tian sing his heart
all
out.
Free entertainment,
Of
living in
course,
Low Gamble.
of course, night after night. And I'm telling you, that was it. But I'm telling you, Body Up is my go-to song any day when I want to like get back in that groove and relive that memory. And that started it from there until
so
then.
So you're still new to the game, man, if you're talking about Body Up for Tian, because Body Up for Tian is still like, he had a couple
he had a couple tunes before that.
But you were never sold.
I was never sold until that time, and I did my research. I was like, right, Tid,
see you.
Winterman talented. And let me tell you what got me over into the DJ game, like recognizing DJs. It was Private Ryan. My cousin used to play a whole ton of Private Ryan mix. My cousin David. And he used to cuss him about it. It's like really cuss him. He was like, you playing all this mix for? He's like, you're gonna see, man, you're gonna really see. So I remember this one time I got to this horrible breakup, and he's like, boss, can't have you look up in the ceiling. I wonder where life could be. You had to do two something. More about it, listen soca music and go party. Where I do, I was like, go and listen soca music and party. He's like, that's right. So let me try this mix and whatever the case. And after that, I started listening to a whole bunch of Private Ryan, and to the point where I was at every event that Private Ryan was on. So
I feel like there's so many people who did that.
Trust me. So he was on. I was at all the climaxes, the 1, 2, 3. The first climax when it was him alone, I was at.
But he didn't start at Climax. He started at what's the one right after Carnival? There's a fete right after Carnival. Like Carnival done Tuesday. The fete is normally the.
Oh, it's We Come to Fete.
We Come to Fete.
We Come to Fete.
Yeah. Dog Farm.
Yeah. But
I wasn't there, but I heard.
I heard too. But I can tell you, like, he made his name at Climax, and I was there, and that was an amazing thing. If you're at the first Climax, you know what it was at Miller's. You check, and then it was the second one when him and DJ Puffy played side by side. That night, you won't ever get to relive that night again.
Yeah, sometimes it just.
Yeah, trust me, that night was Bay Shellings and Conway. Since the third Climax was up, I think it was up at Stadium.
Yeah, that's the one we were talking about.
Yeah, we were talking about before. Yeah. And then there was this fete called Uber that was at ARG, where Lady Saw was on. It was Lady Saw, Tian Winter, and Private Ryan. And I kid you not, Tian came, he did his thing, people well entertained. Lady Saw came, she did a thing, and that was when she had the song Heels On. I wanna love you with my heels on. Yeah. And let me tell you, it was a crazy night. When Private Ryan came on, he did his set. And when he did his set now, he was like, that's my time, I have to go. And somebody in front shouted out, we want more, we want more. And he's like, y'all want more? And then he played Marshall Montana Ministry of Road. I was like, no!
Oh my gosh. That is one of my like top 3 maybe favorite Marshall Montana songs ever. And I know them.
For me, it's She Ready. She says she ready to get
Power Soca or Groovy Soca?
Groovy. I'm all of the groovy soca.
Power! What are you talking about? See. At one point, there wasn't even a differentiation between groovy and jumpy soca. It was just soca, but at the same time, there was more jumpy because it was all about wave your hand. Thank you. It was all about like wave your hand, boom, 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 jump. And then, I mean, I feel as though soca, we not follow, but Trinidad sets a tone and we work along with it. Not that it wasn't happening before. There was groovy, but eventually the art form goes and develops, and you have to separate. But I mean, Ministry of Road, have you ever heard You from Marshall Montana?
What year did
You have
I heard that.
I love anytime that intro play, hey you, come here. Oh God, me pretend to whistle. I know I want to learn how to whistle just like that so I can whistle for that song. But that was also, I would say, for me too. Again, I think it has to do with just whatever age you are, preteen to teenager, whatever happened during that time will always stick with you for nostalgia. So let's say 2003, 4 to 2009, 10. I mean, that was Marshall with all them kind of things. Maybe even You was before that, but just pure. So Marshall would be my favorite artist, like outside of Antigua, soca artist outside of Antigua, but also power soca to the world. Anytime you play power soca, hello, I am there. Sorry, you just need a lot of energy.
Hold on there.
No.
We talk about Marshall Montana. Now, were you at the first stage at Yasko? Were you there?
That wasn't Eyes Wide Shut?
No, it was Yasko, Frana. It was Yasko because I remember I bought my ticket from Super Bowl, and this is how them man at Alava so organized in detail. I tell you, it starts at 9, and I live in Lower Gambas. I can hear when the national anthem,
me too,
the national anthem was being played. I was like, Jesus, me late.
So I don't know if I went to that stage, but there was a fete called Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Okay, and that was before stage, and that was rain pour. Rain in there hard, but Marshall Montana was on the stage. And I swear there's about 50 people left for Marshall Montana to come on. The best time ever. Ever. Well, not ever, but with Marshall Montana, I mean, because he was just going in and he was going back into the archives, and everybody there knew all the words, and it's just you and Marshall. And for somebody who loves power soca and Marshall Montana, it was just like, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Lord.
So let me rein it back in. Let me rein it back in home.
Yes, please.
Rein it back in home when it comes to like your favorite moment in a fete. Like, is it the vibe that you have with your friends and your family, the epic wink up that you give somebody or you get from somebody, you just go for the fete for cause problem and trouble. Because some people that go there fete for say, boy, I can enjoy ourselves tonight and I can look back the next day like, what the hell I just do. So what was your most memorable moment in a fete? Any fete. Top number one moment. Number
fete
one.
And not like show.
Fete. Not show.
Oh gosh. Okay. That's hard because I have it for the show. But for the fete, my most memorable moment, I guess the only thing the only thing that's coming to mind right now is a Blue Jeans when Claudette Peters was performing. And again, like I said, she makes it feel like she's singing to you.
Yeah.
She's just very passionate about what she's doing. So it would be, you know, all your friends around you, and you know this person is performing, and let's say she go and she's singing into her archives like toxic CD1 days, you know, and it's just so I can't remember what year that would be, but it would have to be a moment like that.
Okay.
What about for you?
For me, it's at an LOL where Young Lyrics sang Before We Leave. And I'm gonna get into
Young
it.
Lyrics, big up yourself.
Yeah. No, you're
a
really
favorite of mine.
You really outdid yourself that night. I'm gonna get into the reason why I say that, right? I was at LOL. I did not plan on going. A friend of mine was going there. Andel, Aziz, big friend, Andel, end up at LOL. And I was like, yo, how you getting there? He's like, I'm driving. I was like, you going to that fete and you know what happened at that fete? I'm like, no. I be in your driver for the night. He's like, no problem. So I was at the fete, and you know when you go fete, you know you see somebody you want free, but yet still really want freedom like that. You don't really want freedom like that. So there was this little situation, you know. Me end up and take one for the tea. You understand? So me just look out for my umbrella, understand? So me in the back at the dance, and me had two carriers in my hand, and he's like, yo. His friend here,
two Carib,
two Carib, and you know somebody I kind of cock block the move. I'm like, send somebody behind. I'm like, but if you only make certain people see me, I mean you have to take one for the team. Like, yeah man, I got you. And when the girl came behind, and she's like, you good? I'm like, I'm good man. I was like, me here, you know, you want company. And Young Lyrics came on and sang Before We Leave, and the wine that me gets. Me Jesus.
Hey. To this day.
Hey.
I give it yesterday.
I can tell you, Ricardo Drew brought him out, and it was at the time where he did not get to qualify for Party Monarch, and people were very upset and hurt about it. And when he came out with Ricardo Drew,
I remember him on that.
And he performed his heart out, right? I'm not gonna lie to tell you. Young Lyrics, keep on doing your thing.
Yes, please.
Big up yourself one more time.
Yes, please.
And he came out and he did this thing and the wink up that me get, see. When we go work no money, he girl say, me see you. I like, excuse me, see when the girl come and wink up and you do something. I say, anyways, what happens in the fest stays in the fest.
So that made you remember the song. That wink up means shank. That's a powerful wink up. A powerful wink up.
When you hear Before We Leave, I want you to hold me. Hey, anyways.
But that also reminds me of just talking about the collaboration or the support between the soca artists. I want to big up, first of all, I guess, Claudette for, from what I could see as a what do you call that? Somebody I mean not performing, but somebody in the crowd.
Yeah.
You know? Spectator, boom! Somebody is a spectator. From what I saw,
Pause for a second. This is the first time Aziz says something to her behind the camera. Aziz never talks people. And if
Thank you, but he saw me struggling though. I was struggling.
And if y'all realize, right, we have 3 glasses here. Usually it's 2. Aziz a drink today, so something wrong. Something to look right there. But anyway.
So I was going to big up Ricardo for what he has done in terms of bringing in Kimmy and Young Lyrics under his wing to help them and to get the exposure. But when I think about it, Claudette did that with Ricardo when he was breaking into the Antiguan scene. Like, she would be on stage and then she would bring him in, he would perform a couple of songs, and then he would come back out. So just going on that point where you had said before, you know, the Calypsonians were collaborative, supportive, and you're not quite sure if that actually happened here. In that regard, I did see that with Claudette, with Ricardo, with Young Lyrics, with Kimmy. And I'm not saying that it doesn't happen with other people, but that's just from what I've seen, you know. And I big them up for that, because that is, again, what you need. You need support. You need that kind of thing. And the same thing with the DJ stuff. I mean, Nez is huge in that too, where I've seen, me personally, I've seen him with the younger people. And
with the DJ, like the DJ boot camps and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, and the DJ boot camps, you know, it's like the DJs made a conscious decision to come together and to help and support each other, and I really appreciate and value that, because it can go so far. It could go so far. So anyways, I just had to put that out.
Well, friend of art, talk about plenty to do, right?
And I feel like we only just scratched the surface. Oh my god, we didn't even go into like the different songs and stuff like that. I didn't even talk about Irfan Avs, Trini. You know Irfan? Please tell me you do.
Man, I like a beef with Irfan, like Irfan end up on tech way. Somebody that me like, but me up on school back one, cause I wrote a spoken word piece towards said person, and me drop word towards, you know, the dark skinned fella from Trinbago.
Well, besides that, Irfan and all, is somebody who just I want to get.
If you know how me look on you behind my glasses, right? You know, funny.
Is it about that time?
It ain't about that time, but
it's not. Oh, so I can still talk about Irfan. Okay, you have to put your business aside.
I feel like we get real personal now, though. I feel like I get real personal now. But go ahead.
Only if you make it. Only if you make it. I will say that
sips wine.
Irfan is consistent. He has been in the game for a while.
Yeah.
Now, considering his age, that says a lot, because I don't think Irfan is 30 yet, and he's been in I watched his Grateful concert, by the way. If you've never seen it, go watch it. Where they give you like where he started, and he was like performing in primary school, secondary school, in whatever competition they had. So he's been in the game technically for a very long time.
Yeah.
But where you heard about him first was, I think, Believing in Your Life.
Yeah. Oh, Lesser Antilles Rhythm.
Lesser Antilles Rhythm. Exactly. And you cannot. I don't think there's anybody. You can't say that Irfan hasn't come up with a good song consistently every single year.
Hold on there. When you think of Lesser Antilles Rhythm, if anybody who knows that rhythm can get played at a child's birthday party. And when you hear, oh, Bacchanal.
Yes. Kerwin.
Yeah, we hear that Kerwin. You're like, I'm ready for it.
Yes.
And you hear, I'm ready for Bacchanal. What? Bacchanal.
Yeah.
Trouble.
His vibes.
Trouble. But let's switch off of Irfan for a moment, right?
I only just caught on him, but okay.
Let's switch off of Irfan for a moment. Like another artist, right? Who I'm not gonna say they don't get the recognition they deserve. They are getting the recognition. Are we talking
international?
We talk about Trinidadian, but we're gonna bring it back home as well too. We're gonna bring it back home.
Okay.
But another young artist I see making waves out in Trinidad is Voice. And Voice, the artist, he looked up to Bungie Garden. He did his music SBA on Bungie. And how how ironic that years later you are in the same arena with the person who you did your music SBA on.
That is hard work and determination right there.
Yeah, and trust me.
But what do you mean he don't get his recognition? Voice done win 3 Soca Monarch and say he's about to take time. He's not going to compete anymore to pave the way for other people to come up.
I feel he doesn't get the respect that he deserves. That's just me personally.
I think that's only because
he's a great artist, right? Don't get me wrong, but I just feel people overlook his talent because he doesn't. For me, I find he doesn't produce the soca that everybody's going into. He's more of the positive upliftment type.
Yes,
you understand?
I love that about him.
And you don't find that happening too much within the realm of soca music.
Yes.
So you find he's in a class or a lane by himself where he's paving a way for other people to traverse. So that's why I find he doesn't get the recognition he deserves like that.
I think at the same time, I mean, okay, so everybody knows voice.
Yeah.
Everybody knows voice. And I feel you with that one. But if there are they and the judges, whoever they are, I feel like it just has to do with...
The battle done. The first time I done a battle on camera.
You lie.
Yeah. You see? And
I saw the battle, I was like, is there another one? So I was going to say, I feel like it just has to do with time. With... Yeah, it's like... that maybe stamp of respect that you are looking for him to get, personally I feel as though it can only be given with time, with longevity, with a 30-year career versus, I don't know how long Voice has been in the game. Let me say 10 years. I don't know. Don't kill me. Don't quote me. But, so you know that stamp. But I feel as though Voice he's definitely, and I feel like he said it too, people might have thought he was a one-hit wonder. And then the boy just come out with the next one. My head should be better than this, but I can't remember what was his first song that like just he won Soca Monarch with. I think
Cheers to Life.
It was Cheers to Life?
It was Cheers to Life.
And then he come up with the next one and the next one, and he won 3 times. And I mean, like he's clearly proven that he is here to stay.
Yeah.
But I still feel as though, you know, it's just nothing can do it but time.
Yeah.
But time to give you that respect. I mean, because if you're looking to compare him, if you want to put him in the category of Bungie and Machel, I mean, what has them up in that category besides all the other things they've done? But in addition to that, it's time.
Yeah.
They've been in the game for 30, maybe 40 years. Machel since he's 11 years old.
Hold on, let's not go there.
So yeah, that would be my thing to that. But yeah, undeniably Voice. I mean, there are lots of... I remember when they were the young crew, and now I think they're now, you know, even in that I don't know if you know J. Cole's middle child.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that equivalent. No. I feel as though Voice, Earthen, Second Star, Preedy.
Hey,
but they're all consistent. They're all very consistent. I respect them for that. And then can I also say too that they also collaborate with each other.
Exactly.
They support each other.
Exactly.
And, yeah,
I've seen all of them on a rhythm.
Island Crashers.
Yes, I've seen all of them on a rhythm, and they have the different videos and medley where all of them are in the video back to back.
And they're working together. Yeah. It's like, and I think that's the power of supporting each other and working together, and not, you know, trying to just fight for yourself, but fighting for the crew. You know, and it helped to build their careers that much more.
Yeah. So let's bring it back home, because I always have to bring it back home because I don't want to venture off too much, but we keeping it local here, straight local here. You know, I love Antigua and soca music like that. But let me ask you this question in particular: do you see Antiguan soca music going beyond the current boundaries and borders that where it is right now? Because I feel, and I say, I'm not gonna blame the artist. The artists are not to blame. But do you believe that we promote the outside music than we push our own?
No doubt. I feel as though we did it a lot more a couple of years ago, and then we took a turn to start to promote local music. And I will say, what I know is Vibes FM, and when I could just hear Ibis and Diamond say local, they made a conscious effort in just playing pure local music for weeks at a time, or even months.
It was a whole summer. Let me stop you in tracks right there. Hold on there. Big up to Super Diamond for this, because I remember there was a fete called 100% Local.
Yes.
And that fete had all local music, all local artists on it. So Diamond, big up yourself one time.
Definitely. So I feel as though we started out 100% local. We took a sharp turn to international Trinidad, and then we saw where it was going, and we're like, all right, let's turn back. And I can't say we've gotten back to where we were, but we're better. And now, there isn't a balance. I feel as though there's still that, you know, Trinidad soca or overseas soca is still played more. But that initiative, I would say, did definitely help to spark this whole, you know, continue to be proud. Be proud of the music that we have here, the talent that we have here, and push it.
Okay.
And Eminem Music as well, I think, has done a very good job in doing that. It's just like, you know, making it seem cool.
Yeah.
Even though it is cool, but you know, when you have the right people behind it, I mean, you could do that. So that's what I think. I think it's a balance, but not quite there as yet.
Yeah.
And again, I have been away for the last 2-3 years, but we're getting there. We're further ahead than we were before. If that initiative didn't happen, I do not know where we would be today.
Okay.
So yeah, and then there are opportunities. I mean, people are supporting each other, like the Eminem Music, you know, and them having. I heard they have
Country
like
Fest.
Yeah, exactly. Country Fest, and just creating opportunities for local people to do their thing. But yeah, I feel as though we can and we do. We could do more. We can always do more. But it's there. It's not like it's like these plants. It's not a seed and it's not a big tree, but it's growing.
Yeah. So this is my thing. My last question before we wrap up, because I've been chatting so long, right?
I know. I was like, this is a great 10 minutes.
Yeah. No, I know. We can go on and on. But what is the song that helps get you through what we're going through right now in this whole pandemic worldwide? The one, well, not the one soca song, but the list of soca songs that gets you through on a daily basis.
The list of soca songs. That's interesting. Presently right now, right now it's February, so it is like in the heart
of TNT Carnival.
Of TNT Carnival, and so it's new, you know, it's what's coming out. Yeah. So I will say, if we're going in that regard, like specific right now, it's what's coming out. It's Voice, Woman.
Oh yeah.
Oh my name is
Yeah.
But what kept me through and was released pretty early actually is Earth and Alves, So Sweet. Yeah, let me see me in the place wanna touch me. Have you heard it?
No, I haven't.
Sweet Tooth Rhythm, produced by Private Ryan.
No, I haven't been up on my ish in a minute.
And Private Ryan has an album coming out with all the songs that he's produced. Hello.
You know, it's very interesting. Me and your friend, and I share that link there with me.
But I thought, as a fellow soca lover, you would be all up in that.
I've been all over listening to different genres of music right now and big on the sound clash thing. But we're not going there yet. But continue to say what you're saying.
Anyway, so I would say those two would be and Tender Touch. Tender by Patrice Robert. And I think it's the Tender Touch rhythm. And number Eternal.
Yeah. Many favors say so.
You should shame.
Anyway.
Yeah, but also I'm a lover of soca, but I'm also a lover of R&B. I'm also a lover of hip hop. So I will share this though, that I have a particular song that no matter how I'm feeling, whatever, whenever, and it's like I don't know what music I want to listen to, I call it my reset song.
Yeah.
And it's not soca, but it's Get Free by Major Lazer. Do you know it? You probably don't. I can't think how to sing it.
No, man, how singing, right?
No, I don't. And this whole time that I've been singing here, anyways, I'll have to play it for you, but if you know Major Lazer and Get Free, it's just a chill vibe, and I feel as though it just hit that reset button, and then it's like, alright, I actually feel to listen to soca right now. I actually feel to listen to like hip hop right now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Quick question. Favorite Brandon Prim song?
So many.
So many is right.
I don't know, I was just swinging in gym because I remember I was sitting on my gallery at a young age hearing them play that live. Yo, crazy. It was really crazy. But I'm going to tell you the two songs that helped me get through this whole pandemic.
Yes, what are they?
My two songs that helped get me through. One, 10 Winter Grateful. And when I say 10 Winter Grateful, I don't mean the one that's on Julian promos. You hear the rhythm like him and Jay Elizé side by side on the keys, going in on fire. And I'm telling you,
where is this
like,
available? I need to...
For now, go on the Winterman page.
So, making a share that with me.
See, you go on bad man. So you feel now, like when you hear Jay hit them keys and the Winterman starts sing, that's like, yo, it's be like you get a sense of hope, like for real. You understand? So music really transcends things and connects to the soul and how you feel at the moment. So it'll be 10 Winter Grateful. Anybody who don't know about that, yeah, go to the Winterman page and look for 10 Winter and Jay Elizé and y'all gonna get amazed, and it's pure goosebumps like that. That's one. And two, Nadia Batson, so long I see you, give me a wine now. I can't wait for that song to play in the Fetes when this whole pandemic is over.
I really like that song, and the fact that she wrote that song, she wrote the Farmer Nappy on that song as well.
Oh yeah. Found my clothes in a garbage bag. Yeah.
I remember seeing DJ Jime write a post, and the way how he spelled garbage bag, I was just like, yes. He said that exact line with garbage bag, and I was like, yes. But yeah, big ups to Nadia Batson. She's a great writer as well. But that is such a Caribbean song as well. So long I see you. I thought you live overseas.
Yeah.
I love the storylines when it comes to song as well. And boy, we could just go into that, and I could be like, what's your favorite story of a song?
I'm gonna tell you, right? Ducking by Father Fox.
What?
Yo!
I mean, yes.
That is an epic vibe. That captures the work aspect. It captures when you at the fete, you don't want your home to see with it. If you see me ducking, for now.
For me, it would be the relationship gone bad. Say she in love, like God sent me down from above. Oh
yeah.
And then GBM Neutron with the remix with Fayan Lyons. She causing a scene.
Oh yeah.
And when Fayan, I like the song, right? And then when Fayan remixed it and just put all the business out of vote.
Okay. Yes! Let's take this. Bend over, practice for the work.
Y'all breeze. He is an underrated
GBM Neutron is really
artist.
Underrated for real. And
his time will come. But
there's another artist that I'm missing right there with a song that is on the tip of my tongue.
Both of them. Oh, what about this song? Oh, this is recent. Where it's he's out. Side chick see me with my ex same time. My woman out with another man. Oh Lord, what a mix up.
No, I never heard that.
I just love the drama when it comes to the soca music. I love the drama, I love the story.
Oh, Biggie Irie. Say we now going home
Till the morning come.
Yeah.
What about the first one? The first time Carnival, first time I played mass. Me and me woman and the trailer truck, and we're taking in the grass. He's the same when I sing Phenomenal. It's like, this is like 2005, 6, and he talks about his first experience.
I'm gonna tell you
I'm playing again,
Benjai.
Yeah, I feel it's him, but he talks about his first experience of playing mass.
Let's talk about, anyway, not talk about, and I leaving home till me rum done. I feeling it. Lead pipe and sadness. Yo!
Where are they from again?
Barbados.
Okay.
Big up the 246. I have it on my wrist. Vicky Estwick, thank you for my wristband every time. Yeah, I have Bajan roots, so I can't afford to not know Bajan. So Bajan soca is a different vibe.
Each island has their different vibe, and this is what I love about the Caribbean. We are all so similar yet so different, and I just want to find out what it is makes us. It's like
it's a big pepper pot.
Yeah, it is. And we all have pepper pot, but we all put in one or two different spices to it, and that makes it unique to the island, but still similar. And that's what it is with soca. With Antigua, you have the Bena soca.
Yeah.
With St. Lucia, they have different ones, but the Dennery soca is huge, and that's like the country soca thing, and that just kick off. Then in Barbados, I can't remember what it's called, but you can. If your ears are tuned to it, you can also pick up like where this island is from when you hear the soca music. Yeah. Dominica, like you can just tell like this is Dominican. It sounds like St. Lucian, but it's not.
True.
Grenada sounds like Trinidad, but it's still not. And I like that. Just that whole thing about the Caribbean in general.
Yeah.
I love the Caribbean.
So people, we done chat enough. We done a bottle of wine.
Plenty.
We ain't have nothing else. So that's it for Sidewalk Conversations today with the lovely Alyssa Derrick. And see y'all next week.
Thank you for having me. Bye.